Hey y'all, welcome back to another Exo Sports episode. Y'all know me already, your host Layla. And did we see the WNBA drama? Let's get into that. So last week it was All-Star weekend. We were in Chicago, right? I'm gonna say we because we was watching it on TV, social media, everywhere. We were in Chicago, and when I tell you I think the biggest thing of that week was the drama between DiJonai Carrington and Nalyssa Smith. So if y'all don't know, they dated started in 2020 at Baylor. They both played basketball on the same team, and then the relationship ran into them playing professional, and they were dating on different teams, making it work. They were once on the same team, then they got separated, and then whatever. So they broke up in 2025. They never really put their business out there as to why they broke up. They both said they were on good terms. Everything was cool. Of course, everyone is like speculating what happened, trying to look at pictures, videos, timelines, see like if they could peep anything, but nothing was said. So moving on, as time goes on, we didn't hear anything new. I didn't hear anything new. I didn't see anything on social media about them until the All-Star weekend last week. I woke up, I see things on my Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, everything. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? I open my phone, everyone's reposting and making videos about a tweet from DiJonai Carrington, and she said, yes, y'all, Nalyssa did cheat on me with Deja Kelly, Aaliyah Nye, and many others. When I saw that, I said, the first thing I'm thinking is like, what pissed her off to make her even like want to tweet that? What happened? Because mind you, I don't know if y'all know the Stud Buds. That's two players in the league. They have a great stream on Twitch, and they stream a lot of things, but mainly the All-Star weekend. And so we already seen things with them at the after parties, at events. So people were already watching that, excited to see that. And last thing I saw was they were all at a party. So waking up to that tweet, I'm figuring out like, okay, did something happen at that party? Another twist to the story is that DiJonai is allegedly, I'm not going to say she is because it hasn't been confirmed, and I'm not going to sit here and say they are, but allegedly she is dating Jackie Young, who was also a player on the Aces. So Jackie Young is on the team and Nalyssa Smith is on the team. She broke up with her. She's now allegedly dating her. And that's what makes it even more messier. And we later find out because Nalyssa Smith goes and she makes her own little video and she explains what's happening. And she was basically saying Janae had a problem with her being there. She got mad at Courtney, I want to say, because Courtney was talking to Nalyssa Smith. And so she was like, why are you talking to that B? We don't cuss here, so I'm going to say B. Why are you talking to that B? Da-da-da-da-da. And so she got mad at her. She claimed she was invited, but others said that she wasn't invited and she snuck in. And I don't even know. The whole All-Star weekend, though, many have said that Nalyssa Smith was seen with Deja Kelly. So I guess they were interacting, they were doing their own thing. And we still don't know what like really ticked DiJonai off to tweet what she did. It could either be her seeing them together. It could be Nalyssa coming to the party and Courtney talking to her, which is, mind you, Courtney is her best friend, is DiJonai's best friend. So that could have possibly ticked her off. I don't know. But once again, that tweet was just, it came out of left field. And I'm here for, I'm not going to lie, because like me personally, if something pisses me off enough and I feel like people are talking bad on my name, I'm going to tweet something. But the only thing where I feel like it gets a little messy is allegedly you are with a whole other person in a relationship. You claim you moved on before. For you to tweet about your ex, it's like, okay, why is this now being brought to the light? That's the one thing that I can agree with Nalyssa Smith is this happened a year ago. So whatever you're saying, you're bringing out a year later. Mind you, I'm not here to say that a person can't tweet about what hurt their feelings or what's true. If she claims she got cheated on and it pissed her off, cool. But I think the timing of it was very interesting. Moving forward, like I said, Nalyssa, she made her own video. She did not say that she cheated on her or not. She kind of put it in a funny way where many were like, girl, like, what are you trying to say right now? She never flat out said, hey, I didn't cheat or hey, I did cheat. Never once said that.
Next allegation, cheating. Whether she cheated on me or I cheated on her, that has nothing to do with anybody. That don't even make sense. Then to bring it to the internet a year later is crazy. Just for fun, that's ridiculous. Especially when you're in a happy, healthy relationship. I would never in my life do that to nobody if I was in a happy, healthy relationship.
But what she did say was that by DiJonai tweeting that, she brought in a whole bunch of innocent random people into the scenario. Well, not random, as in more so people who had nothing to do with their situation. You're bringing in names and you're name dropping, which makes a whole other situation. But all those facts have been put out. We know how it happened, where they were, who was dating who, who's allegedly dating who. And moving on now, I think that many people are wondering, does dating in the WNBA cause friction or bring unnecessary drama? That's the number one question that I'm seeing right now. And honestly, truly, I don't have that question. That's not something I'm worried about whatsoever because I feel like we have been seeing this for years. Maybe because I have many friends who are gay. They do play basketball, and all my friends have dated someone on their team. And let me tell you, it's never ended up good. It's never been good. There's always been some drama because at the end of the day, that's your teammate. So whatever you have on the side, whatever you're doing behind closed doors, you gotta shut that off when you get on the court. And many people cannot do that. Like that drama aspect or the love, the commotion, the whatever is never really fully left off the court. But I do think in this situation, it is from the videos I've seen. I haven't seen anything bad because, for example, DiJonai, she just came back with the Sky. She was injured and she had her first game a couple of days ago, and they ended up playing the Aces. And I didn't see anything weird. Maybe a couple of things where they weren't fully touching, or of course we're peeping that because we know the backstory to stuff. But I don't think I saw anything weird. And then even with Nalyssa Smith and Jackie Young, I feel like they're professionals. At the end of the day, they're here to get paid. They're here to make a name for themselves and they're here to make their team win. So I think if you're mature and you're grown, you're not going to let anything affect the bag. And that's what I'm seeing. But I really don't think it's that big of an issue. The only reason why we don't see this in the NFL or NBA is because, for the most part, from what we know, of course, most of those men are heterosexual. Like, they're not dating each other. So there's not going to be drama. The things that we see is the men beating the women off the court or off the field. We don't see anything with like a man and a man. So the $1 million question that I want to know from y'all is that, do you think dating in the WNBA is going to be a problem, or do you think even now it should be something that's talked about more? Please let me know in the comments. Until next time, EXO, we out.